Hi folks, welcome to Understanding and Using Excel. Today we'll be looking at the left, mid and right functions and how we can use them to extract data from a string of data as we need to. Some background info. Using left, right and mid, this demonstration will cover the method of extracting data using these three functions. We're often looking at data which has been imported from an external source, such as a database or a Word table or a Word document. And very often this will appear in Excel in a way that cannot be, for example, sorted the way in which we would like. We can use these three functions to solve the problem. Just before we proceed to the demonstration, remember you can always pause the demonstration to read the screen contents, and you can view the demonstration in full screen mode if you require. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you'll be notified automatically of many more Excel hints, tips and procedures to come. Let's proceed to the demonstration. Firstly, remember that we can look for cells that have a small red triangle in the right-hand corner. This indicates that there is a comment in the cell. Watch how the comment appears when I hover my mouse over the cell and disappears when the mouse has moved away. So what we have here today is some data, and for example we'll assume that this data has been imported from another source, and the first two characters might represent the salesperson's code, the 4th to 8 characters and the dashes is a character, might represent invoice numbers, while the last 5 digits are the post or zip codes that the sale was made in. For analysis, the data needs to be sorted by post or zip code. At the moment, I cannot sort it in that way, but I can solve the problem by extracting data using the left, mid or right functions. How does the left function work? Well, we can use it to extract, in our case, the two leftmost characters. And the formula uses the syntax or grammar that I see below. Equals left, followed by the cell reference and a comma, and then the number of characters required, and then a closing bracket. So it's really quite simple. So our formula becomes equal left B8, comma 2, and make sure that you have an equal number of opening and closing brackets. The mid function is a little more complicated, but not difficult, because we can extract the data in the middle of the string, or somewhere between the left and the right ends, as it were, of the string. And the formula has the following grammar. Equals mid, and then the cell reference, and then counting from the left, the position of the character from which we want to start the extraction, comma, and then the number of characters we want. An example would be equal mid B8 4, in other words we're counting from the 4th character from the left, and show me the next 5 characters starting at that 4th character. We'll see how it works. The right function, similar to the left function, except we use equal right followed by the cell reference and the number of characters required. So our formula there will be equal right, open a bracket, B8, comma 5. Let's enter some formulas. So I go to this cell and I'll type equal left, open a bracket, B8, and I want 2 characters. So I now close the bracket, and there is my answer, AD. Now I want the mid. Equals mid, open a bracket, B8, comma, and I start counting from the 4th character, and including the 4th character, I want the next 5. Press enter. There we see 4, 5, 3, 6, 7. And then the right function, equal right, open a bracket, the data is in B8, comma, and I want the 5 characters from the right. Close the bracket, press enter. Now what I can do is drag through those cells and simply autofill down by dragging the autofill button, and there are my left, mid and right characters. Now the problem I have is that I want to sort by these cells here so that I get the postcodes or the postal zip codes sorted in ascending order. So what I need to do is to simply drag down through those cells to select them, and I would normally right click on the selection where I see that there is a sort command, sort A to Z, and it says Excel found data next to the selection. It's found this data to the left. Since you've not selected this data, it will not be sorted. But what I want to do is to expand the selection, so I give Excel that command and I say sort. And there I see my data is now sorted by post or zip code to the right. The problem, folks, is solved. So hope to see you next time when we'll be using an Excel command called text to columns. It works something like the left, mid and right strings, but enables me to do perhaps a little bit more. Thank you for watching.